Welcome to the Juvenile Justice Systems class here at Southern New Hampshire University, and I want to just share some quick comments on this. I want to try to give you more of an overview of the whole juvenile justice system, not just the delinquency side, because so much of the class is spent on delinquency, and there are other aspects. When I was a juvenile referee, which can also be called a magistrate, which is kind of an assistant to the judge, I spent a lot more time on other things other than delinquency, but I did spend a good bit of time on delinquency, probably 2 days a week, and then the other days I worked on CHINS cases, which stands for Child in Need of Services, and that group of cases is about abused and neglected children primarily. There can also be children that have mental and developmental problems that are so extreme that basically the parents aren't able to help them, and so there needs to be a CHINS case so that the government can step in. Nothing against the parents in those kind of cases. They did their best, but there's services that are needed just to help that child be safe and succeed. And this could be true in extreme kind of autism cases or other mental health kind of concerns. Another area that I spent a lot of time in was paternity. I spent a whole day once a week on paternity, and where I might do like a dozen cases in a juvenile delinquency, like on a Monday or a Wednesday, I would do 50 paternity cases on a Friday. So just to go down through my weekly schedule, on a Monday, I would do initial hearings, what we might used to call arraignments, for new juvenile delinquency cases. On Tuesday, I would do initial hearings for CHINS cases. On Wednesday, I would do actual trials for juvenile delinquency cases. On Thursday, I would do actual trials for CHINS cases. And then on Friday, I would do paternity cases. And then, like I say, most of the thing on paternity cases, it would be a combination of initial hearings, trials, and what we call citations, which were when people refuse to pay their child support, or a mother might refuse to allow a father to have visits with his child, or we would have a all-out tongs big old trial over just the issue of custody or visitation, trying to establish custody or visitation in a paternity case. Kind of like a divorce, but the people were never married, so the rules are a little bit different, but the whole main thing is, number one, figure out who is the dad. Number two, work out who should have custody. Number three, what should be the visitation. And now, under federal law, since like 1975, it's called the 4D law. It would be V-I in Roman numerals, D, 4D. The 4D program is a federal program that supports local prosecutors to collect child support, because the federal government wants women to collect their child support, or men, depending on who the custodian is, and then that reduces the need for welfare programs. So they've had a tremendous amount of success over the last 25 or so years, but there are still problems in this area. And there are even issues. I talked to a young lady yesterday who just flat refused to name the father of her child. So she ended up losing her children in a CHINS case. So basically it's can be kind of diabolical at times. But the whole point of it is that fathers have a duty to support if they're non-custodial parents. And so they're a lot more aggressive about that. And so, like I said, probably 40 out of the 50 cases that I handled on Friday were citations for men who were not paying child support. Almost always men. some of the counties that I've been in, I know especially up in Cuyahoga County in Cleveland, they have a 4D court. And I think that's kind of a trend that the child support cases, whether it's from a divorce or a paternity, are held in what's called a 4D court. And the whole point of that is streamline the enforcement of child support. It takes a big amount of time every week. In fact, I mean, it would probably usually take most of my day on a Friday. So basically, that's pretty much how it all works. Monday, Wednesday, we did delinquency cases. Tuesday, Thursday, we did the chins cases. And then on Friday, we spent the whole day basically working out issues with paternity and 4D cases. So if you have questions or anything like that, you need to get a hold of me. Email me at pdawalt@snhu.edu. Remember, it's .edu on the end. Enjoy working with students in this juvenile justice class. This is probably my lifelong area of interest, and still working, doing some research in that area. So I'm glad to talk with you about this. Usually, let us say hypothetically, okay? All right. Well, good luck in your endeavors at SNHU, and always feel free to contact me. Thank you very much. Goodbye.